Yo, what's up gamers, this is Borodark here. I'm here bringing you a video about how to play Tristana in low elo. I'm actually currently playing in a low elo game. And I want to show you guys exactly an in-depth look at my thought processes while I'm playing the game. And I want to point out what kind of mistakes people make at this elo that you should be punishing. Whether that be positional, macro, mechanical, you name it. This is going to be a little bit different to my usual gameplay videos, because usually the videos you see are just me recording or just uploading my stream games from Twitch, where I'm basically just talking to, myself to Twitch, just, mostly tryharding, concentrating on the game. Here I'm actually just going to be focused on talking to you, YouTube viewers. Okay. Moving and punish that. Yeah, I'm going to be talking to you guys, try and concentrate on being as informational as possible. Mainly why I'm also on a low elo account, because I don't want to play in a high elo game where I'm not focusing on the game too much. I gotta play at an elo where I can actually focus on talking to you guys and not struggle too hard, you know? Alright, so let's get into it. So right now we're beating them in the push. Lux is a little bit far back right now, but Brand is all the way over in the burst. So I'm gonna go for trade. Level 1 against this Misfortune. Notice as Brand moves forward, I move backwards. I'm only going for that trade because I know Brand is out of range, even though Lux is as well. And I know Tristana beats Misfortune in level 1 trades. So that's pretty free. She blew at least heal, maybe flash as well. I'm not sure why. There was no chance of a kill there. It's only level 1. I don't have jump, but whatever. So I don't know if she's backed yet or not, because I don't know for sure. I don't want to shove this in. I don't want to just hand over all the CS, make it crash into the turret, and then she just lost it securely. From Brand here, this is an easy kill even if it flashes. Good shit, nice punting from Lux. We can see now that Misfortune is definitely not here, and either way we're gonna crash this wave at this point anyway, so I'm gonna try and love this as hard as possible while getting as many losses as possible. We can also just shove an extra wave here since Brand is dead. Usually you would just want to back here, but you can afford to get a plating here and also shove the wave. Also has the added benefit that I get a little bit of poke onto Misfortune here. Then I'm just gonna back. And I'm gonna get back to the lane full HP, full mana with some items, and Misfortune is gonna be missing some HP. Whereas all HP that I missed here, or Lux missed here, it doesn't matter because we're back in anyway. But again, we're only doing this because Brand was dead. If he was dead, if he was in the lane, we would not want to risk like missing out on a good back, right? Okay, so this is a pretty good start. Yeah, I haven't even placed my trinket yet, so I'm just gonna last hit all these minions. Or actually, if I can just freeze this. Okay, it's gonna freeze by itself. Let me just check. Okay, Lux has a pink. I'm just gonna let her place that. I'll save my trinket to place a little bit deeper later on. When I just want to play safe, only lost hit, or try to. The Lux gets into the lane. I'm gonna try and kill this minion as soon as possible, because if it decides somehow to run into the turret later, I'm not gonna get it. And for this melee. I want to tank this wave slightly. Unfortunately, the casters isn't really. Yeah, this is ruined. All the minions run into the turret anyway, so that sucks. This was meant to be a freeze. Oh well. So the wave is pretty close on our side of the lane. Really risky for them to walk up and lost save right now, because we've even got the jungler on bot side. The Lux is going in. I'm gonna move forwards. She hits that binding. I can just jump in on Misfortune here. Juke the Brand Q. Notice that I didn't even do that on reaction. I just moved to the side. If he's gonna be that predictable about his skill shot placement, you can just move to the side while you're chasing, and you're just always gonna dodge that. Nice, you put some kill. I do want to point out, this is meant to be a really good matchup for us. Lux probably has a better early game than Brand, I guess. And Sana definitely has a way better early game than Misfortune. Whenever we find those all-ins, pretty free. The only risk is if I get Brand stunned in the middle of my jump. But That's why you either wait for the brand Q to be on cooldown, or you just point flip it, try and dodge it, see what happens. Worst comes to worst, that is not a disaster if you do get stunned. It can just be an even trade rather than a kill or a trade. Right now our vision is a bit lacking. I'm just gonna go ahead and place a deeper ward here. I can place 2 trinkets here actually. I'm gonna place one here. Get rid of this boss cone because that's a really good gank pathing. I'll place another trinket here. Great, now we have a lot of vision to keep us safe. I missed the melee for that. In fact, I think I missed a few minions. I think lost getting there, but oh well. Not too important. The biggest thing is just staying safe. Random guessing is in this brush. I don't want to go up here. Yeah, there he is. If we hit anything onto him here, yeah, I can just go in. I need to back off yet. Can keep forcing the trade onto Misfortune. There we go. Okay, at this point, I'm gonna see if she greeds for a CS here or for XP, because as soon as my jump is back up, yeah, I can just kill her. Instead of just shoving right away, I just wanted to wait and see if that opportunity was gonna present itself. Okay, now we just want to go for that plating, because why not? Or not even plating for me, at least. Just free tower damage. Don't want to stay for the next wave, because it would take too long at that point. Okay, so we're going to back here for... No, we'll wait 10 gold, why not? Yeah, so our Burst of Berserk is on the first back. It's pretty good. Probably the biggest power spike you can get immediately. The only issue is that it delays your mythic quite a bit. Fine with that though. Berserker's Rush is really good. Helps you shove really fast. It's pretty neat for trades, moving out of skill shots, getting in range to poke, getting multiple autos in, etc. At this point, I'm gonna start trying to punish them a bit less because I don't want this to be like too much of a stompy game. I'm gonna hope that their team manages to pick it up a bit. This game can be a bit more of a challenge, and I can actually talk more about like the mid to late game macros ADC. So at this point, we're just gonna start only farming. I will point out though when they're making mistakes that I can punish, and that I would punish. I'm just not gonna try and punish them. Yeah, so I mean, again, that's a free kill. If I just move forwards there, maybe I have to flash, but yeah, they're just playing too aggressively in a matchup where they pretty much get one shot, as you've seen, just every time we hit a binding. Especially now that we got level 6. Brand, I could even one-shot this guy pretty much almost before he could even stun me. This is really stupid of him. I'm just gonna poke him off. And I don't want to jump in. I don't want to make this too much of a stomp. There's nothing to learn from that at a certain point. Here we got a massive crash, so this is gonna be at the very least one plating. Well, I wasn't even trying to kill him. In my defense. What? I'm sorry, guys. This is maybe a bit too low elo, but well, see what we can do with this. Okay, so again, right now our vision is a bit lacking. We also see that he is going for an invade here, so I'm gonna move up here. Gonna try and give that, yeah, gonna give that kill over to Yi. Because I'm trying not to stomp them too hard myself.
An enemy has been slain.
It looks like Yi is really strong now. I'm just gonna get this turret, and then we're gonna do what we want to do afterwards. Okay, actually I should have waited for this next wave to arrive first. That way I could use my E for the explosion after the mini wave and wave clear and get the turret at the same time. Pretty useful thing to do on Tristana, but well, it's not a huge thing. Either way, we still clear the wave, still get the turret. And we're gonna back. We're gonna get our Kraken Slayer. What's going on here? Hello? This is odd.
A summoner has reconnected.
Okay, that was weird. I haven't had the DC like that in a long time. Anyway, I'm gonna wait for this crit cloak. Yeah, so for your mythic options on Tristana, you've got the option of either Kraken Slayer or Guild Force. I really don't recommend Shield Bow. It's not very good on her. Very good against her, but not as her. See, at this point, usually the greatest move would be to rotate over to top lane. You swap lanes with your top laner. Low elo though, I mean, if you're not sure if your top lane is going to be on board with that, you don't want to like go all the way top lane just to find that out. So what I want to do is basically just help Yone take the mid lane turret instead. I gotta do that though when this wave is pushed, because Yone likewise, just like the top laner, probably is not just going to want to rotate over to bot lane, even though that would actually be the correct move here. The low elo move here is you've got to go back bot lane since they're shoving this. We're going to pick up this wave. Again, she's overextended. If I just flash on her right now, she's dead. Not gonna do that. We're here to teach macro. Definitely way too close there. Don't even need a flash now. Wait, what's going on there?
Where's the action?
I don't want to kill him, but I don't. He's making it so. You know what? You can have that, Lux. Right, so we shoved out that wave. We're gonna go over to mid lane here. Can I even make a gank out of this? I'm gonna place a ward here. Let's jump in on Yasuo and see what happens. I'm gonna use... Okay, I trolled that. Alright, nice escape, Yasuo. Nice escape. I'll let Yone have the CS there, actually. What I want to do at least is just help him push. Kind of awkward that Yasuo managed to crash the wave, actually, since we were chasing Brand. Yeah, I don't care about getting the CS here. I just want to help him shove. We're gonna try and pressure as many players as possible. I'm gonna rotate over to bot lane before the bot lane wave crashes. Okay, so if Misfortune were shoving right now, I would already be moving over to bot lane. Because she's not, I'm just gonna pressure the turret a bit, but eventually because this is a pretty big wave, this is eventually gonna push into our turret. I want to make sure I'm there to catch that before anything happens. Or before that happens, before it crashes. I'm gonna move over. At this point, we've already taken one plating from mid lane, done some damage to the turret. And the next rotation platings will probably be down, I assume. So that's just gonna be the plain turret. I mean, we can just really pressure like that again. So I'm gonna once again shove this out. I might even go for a second wave here, depending on what's happening here. No, I think is fighting, so I'm just gonna rotate over here. Gonna leave it all there. I could easily kill her, but try not to make this game too one-sided. Now that we got that fight over with, just going to go over here. I should be able to get the turret off of this one small mini wave. Okay, I just need to stop thinking there. Yeah, free turret. I'm gonna shove this out since Yone isn't here. Now is the perfect moment to back because we have just have way too much gold. Even though I'm only 300 gold away from Phantom Dancer, it would be a bit greedy to be staying at this point. So mind you, probably if we're on Drake, I guess I should have stayed for that. At this point, I'm just gonna rotate over to top lane. At this point, even low elo teammates should realize that the map is open and the ADC should just be rotating to wherever he can take turrets. Yone should be rotating over here to get this wave. I'm gonna be getting top lane wave, and Gurn should just go bot lane and get his CS from there. Ideally, Lux should be moving over with me, but it's not a problem because I know nobody on the enemy team is moving over towards me anyway. But now I just get free damage on this turret. Even though my team is fighting right now, it doesn't really matter. I don't have to care about that. If I'm really worried that they're gonna lose the fight, I should ping them back. But just because they're fighting, it's not an excuse for me to like not have macro to just ARAM in mid all the time. Probably fine for me to just push turrets here. I don't have to move over and try and fight here. If I'm getting farm on top lane, I'm getting turrets, I am doing something very productive, and I'm staying very relevant. Even if we win, even if we lose one fight over here, it's not a problem. Looks like the fight went about even. Gonna play some vision here. At this point, anybody who might come up through here, I can easily escape. So I'm just gonna keep pressuring as much as possible. Force somebody to come to me, force somebody to come and defend, and if they don't come and defend in time, then this is just a turret. It's just free turret off of one wave. That's pretty huge. This is something that's really good about Tristana on this patch. They massively buff the gold that you get from inner turrets. So just for soloing that turret, I just got 600 gold. That's basically a double kill. For free. All off of one wave. Okay, so I'm going for Phantom Dancer, I forgot to mention, because it has such good synergy with Kraken Slayer. If I were going Guild Force, I would build Stormraiser. Because Stormraiser is actually the item that has the most synergy with Tristana, but it has less synergy with Kraken Slayer. Also, usually I wouldn't recommend Guild Force, but it can be a really good snowbally item. Definitely got a lot of kill potential. Definitely an option, just not the one I usually prefer. Alright. Right now, I guess we'll just have mid. There's no waves crashing or pushing towards us on either side lane, so we're just gonna stay mid. At this point, I can take the farm, Yone can take the farm, doesn't really matter. If he starts complaining, I'll stop taking his farm just to make sure he doesn't rage quit, but ideally if he wants to farm, he can just easily rotate over to the side lane later on. Because I want to stay mid as much as possible because I'm the one sieging turrets. Okay, 1-for-1 there. Not a really good engage from Yi. So I'm just keeping my distance. Big part of ADC though is just doing as much damage as possible while surviving any pressure exerted by the opponents as much as you can. So for example, when I was just standing here while Aloy was right in front of me and I was just dancing around potential E, that's me trying to output as much damage as possible while playing somewhat risky. It's not a huge deal if I get hit by Aloy, but obviously it's not optimal. However, if I'm confident that I can dodge it and I go for those risky trades, then that's actually how you would be outputting the most damage possible through good mechanics. Here I'm just gonna rotate over here and take the enemy camps. Okay, Garen got that, whatever. That's fine, just as long as we're denying them from the enemy team. It's good. Likewise, we see there's so many camps up over here, or it could be, so I'm gonna check at least. Okay, red, I'll take that too. Okay, looks like this is coming up. I can take this as well. We just want to drown out the enemy of as many camps as possible. Garen will probably try to do this too. Oh, Yone will, but that's fine. I'll take them. Some people like to leave a raptor. In the early game, that's fine. However, at this stage of the game, when you have this much control over the map, I would rather just take the entire camp, because when it respawns, we're probably going to be the ones taking it again anyway. We don't want to delay our own camps, you know? Again here. Even though potentially I could get hit by a Yasuo Q, if I'm feeling risky, I can just go for that. I can just try and auto attack him, lay some pressure down while surviving their pressure. If you don't have the confidence to do that, that's fine. But you know, you do have to realize that this is the sort of play style that you have to implement in order to carry as ADC. It's how you get the most out of your character. It's by being able to dodge those stuff, and knowing that you can dodge those stuff, and actually abusing the fact that you can dodge those stuff by going aggressive in risky situations. As long as you know your limits and you know what you can get away with and what you can't, as long as you practice those kind of things. I only have to use any spells here. This is one-sided. Jump in here to finish her off. This one. Okay, so because this wave is the most pushed up, I'm just gonna be pushing top lane with Garen here. Another option is going for Drake. I could push mid if I wanted solo farm, although Yone's already going for that, so that's relevant. because Garen shoved this in before I was here, I guess the wave dies too fast. But not a problem, we still got this next wave incoming. Probably won't get the inhib here, or at least if I wasn't Tristana, I definitely wouldn't get it. Inhibitor turret at least. Looks like we won't get her in time though, I do get this turret. Fine, probably just want to back off. I got 3,500 gold. I'm in no hurry here. Play it slow. Spend my gold.
Back to the action. Let's see if this makes it through the first explosion.
Okay, now we want to go for red buff. Obviously we're going for that Infinity Edge, third item Power Spike. On almost any crit ADC. Okay. Wanna juke Ali. Oh. He also in this brush. I give you seed.
If it's worth shooting once, it's probably worth shooting a lot.
And there's the surrender. Yeah, okay, so this game was probably not the greatest example. Probably most of you are not at this level. This is probably a bit too low for most of you, but still, I hope you found it helpful slightly, and I hope you learned a bit from it. So yeah, thank you very much for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed yourselves. See you guys next time.